Okay guys, here real quick, this is the Freshman by Capital cassette recorder, doing a little fast repair. I told you yesterday it was playing, but it kind of didn't sound exactly like it should have, and yeah, I was right. There's the belt that was in it. As you can see, that belt is not supposed to be that shape when it's off. It should have stayed in a circle, or at least been a little bit oval, but not with these mix-match spaces here. It's probably where it was resting here and here. For so long. The belt's kind of worn out. Now I'm not going to throw that belt away, because even though it still has flexibility, it's not rotted. It's just out of shape. It's a little stretched out for this recorder. I've taken old belts off other tape recorders before, and say I got another recorder that might take that size of belt, and if or just a little bit of a longer belt, since this one is stretched out a little bit, it would still work maybe on another recorder. But for this one, yeah, it was worn out. A test I can do is I can put my finger on this wheel, and if I go like that on one that's got a loose belt, sometimes the motor it'll take a minute for that motor to spin. But as you can see now, it responds immediately when I twist it. So, but you don't want this too tight. So this one's perfect. So I got the new belt on it. And then something I noticed, and I don't know how I ended up noticing this. You see down there on the take-up reel spindle, there's zip ties. And not only are there zip ties, but yeah, well, this camera's not going to focus, guys. I'm just using a phone here. You got to figure that one out. I don't even know what happened. Oh, well, anyway, there it is. Got too close. There's a spring there, and that spring is not even where it's supposed to be. It should be up around this stud here, and someone zip tied it to there and put it back that way. And upon further inspection, there's a little tab underneath there that spring should be attached to, and that tab is broken. So this little plastic piece was broke. So I guess somebody just zip tied it there, and it's working, but I have to wonder if that could be some of the jittery sound it's making too. See? Spring's on there, but I don't know, that looks suspicious. I can guarantee you that was not from the factory. So someone's had to do a repair there. I'll have to look into that some more. I mean, it works. This is your, it's like a clutch assembly. It's got a little felt piece in there, and this is just mainly for your take-up reel. So it turns your take-up reel here on this side, so that when the tape's being pulled by the pinch roller, that take-up reel takes up the slack. So yeah, and the fast forward and rewind work with these little wheels here, and they're in good shape. So yeah, I mean, it's working, but that's kind of suspicious. But quick overview, just thought I would show you guys. No, I haven't had to replace any capacitors. This cassette recorder plays with excellent volume. It records perfectly. Get a better look out of there if you guys can see it. Like I said, I don't have professional cameras. I just, use these cheap phones. So one thing I was impressed with this unit, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it back in there. You might. But right there, that little metal thing sticking up is pretty tall there. See that? That's the output transistors on the audio output. There's a push-pull. There's two of them by the audio output driver transformer there. And those were pretty substantially beefy transistors for such a small tape recorder. The small speaker, I was kind of impressed with that. Usually you don't see those except in like larger tape recorders or small boom boxes and stuff. But yeah, it's got some pretty substantial audio output transistors, and I found that kind of impressive for something of this age, and small as this is. I know you can't really see them back there, but yeah, they are. They're bigger than your normal size. So anyway, there you go. Just thought I would kind of give you a quick overview. That's what I did today. I replaced the belt, and then I wanted to show you guys that. It's kind of a hack job there, but it works. But I might look into another day when I got a lot more time, might take this whole thing apart and see what's actually going on with that. As I don't know how well or how long I would trust that. So, yeah. But I mean, it works. It's been working fine. The jitteriness and the sluggishness was because the belt's a little stretched. But, all right, well, there you go, guys. All right. Thanks for watching.